Imagine not being able to travel into the United States because you're HIV positive, or that you still cannot become a naturalized U.S. citizen even though you just married your same-sex partner. Out4Immigration addresses U.S. immigration laws discriminating against LGBT and HIV-positive people through education, outreach, and advocacy. With me here in the studio are Mickey Lim and Amos Lim from Out4Immigration. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in the studio.
Thanks for having us.
Out4Immigration is a recently formed grassroots nonprofit, and one of the issues you address is immigration issues. Now, there's this misconception that even though the California Supreme Court passed same-sex marriage, people are thinking that once they get married, they could sponsor their partner. Clarify that misconception.
Well, one of the things that we've been trying to inform the public is that immigration issue is a federal issue. Even though we're really happy that the state of California has allowed freedom to marry for gay and lesbian couples, that doesn't translate to the federal level because of existing law called DOMA, the Defense of Marriage Act, and all federal government rely on that to determine your relationship, and we're considered legal strangers by the federal government. In terms of immigration benefit, he can't sponsor me for a green card even though we're married.
Mickey, tell us about the Uniting American Families Act and what has transpired.
Well, it was originally introduced Valentine's Day in the year 2000 by Gerald Nadler of New York. It simply adds the phrase, or permanent partner, everywhere spouse is used. And then it goes on to list 4 paragraphs describing exactly what permanent partner would be. The only thing that it would do is give us access, let us in the door to sit down, and to be able to explain to the qualified BCIS officers that do the interviews. Right now, we can't even walk in the door. The Uniting American Families Act has been reintroduced in each congressional session since 2000. We just got the 100th co-sponsor in the House. There's a companion bill in the Senate, but they're both right now currently stuck in committee.
Is the stumbling block because of the Republicans that are in the White House administration?
I would say that during the Republican rule of Congress, that could be said, but right now the Democrats hold control over both houses of Congress, but yet no hearings have yet been scheduled.
I think we're also in a crosshair between LGBT issues and immigration issues, and they're both considered hot button issues, and maybe they just didn't want to touch it.
Your group also addresses the ban on HIV positive people from traveling in the United States. What's the latest on that particular topic?
President Bush just recently signed a PEPFAR bill. It's the President's Emergency Bill for AIDS Relief Worldwide, and they have actually added the bill by Senator Kerry and Senator Smith to repeal the HIV ban. So that's been signed into law. Right now we're just waiting for the Department of Health and Human Services to update their regulations to remove HIV ban once and for all. So it's in a process. We're just waiting for DHS to change their policies.
Well, I thank you very much for coming to talk about your issues. And if you want to find out more about Out4Immigration, you can contact them at P.O. Box 14073 in San Francisco, or you can point your web browsers to Out4Immigration. That's out4immigration.org.